What can I do? Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. John F. Kennedy. What are the average citizen's chances of curbing our bloated and forever increasing defense budget? I'm pretty sure there's nothing I can do to unsnarl this donor lobbyist induced legislative gridlock. What can I do about BigAg monocropping, water waste, and insecticide, fertilizer, and antibiotic overuse? Seems like a loud majority of us take a real pride in our large-scale return to illiteracy and ignorance. What could I say that would enlighten them as to the absurdity of using hulking pickup trucks as family cars? How might the little guy voice a sane objection to the corporate sales media guilt blitz they call dollar Xmas? I'm guessing there's no real way to focus on long-term sustainability instead of quarterly GDP figures. There never will be any genuine discussion regarding our own excessive numbers choking the planet. It's pretty obvious that both sides have framed the CO2 debate such that prevention is not an option. Looks like religion will always be used to control the poor, milk the rich, and sugarcoat political wars. How can I preserve habitat for disappearing species driven away by poor and hungry third world farmers? I can't think of any way to get giant insurers to compete to provide health care to the poor or the sick. No way can I stop polluting frackers from profitably exporting our soundbite energy independence. The free market cannot help but demand more of a tasty fish until higher prices drive it to extinction. Like I could really do something that would help stop the lovely monarch butterfly from disappearing. I guess the best we can do is put up signs warning our kids to stay away from polluted lakes and rivers. How can I change a system that blacks say has allowed us unconscious prejudice against them for 300 years? Why dispute terrorist claims to the one true God, given our own comically archaic franchised faiths? I'll never get any of them off the couch in front of the big screen to learn some vital new job skills. Without socialism, how can we let others, besides developers, drillers, and miners, determine our future? Their empty addiction to corporate sport won't be affected by some limp, whining, by impotent vegans. Ignorant, lower middle class whites will always back conservatives who openly out them as moochers. You can't convince them that Obamacare isn't some unconstitutional socialist government takeover. Just try and reason with gun-toting ATV drivers hell-bent on freedom riding all over their public lands. Don't bother asking why they don't plan for or even talk about our looming global water shortage. And what do you think your letters do compared to anonymous multi-million-dollar corporate donations? Obesity is a disability, not the failure of people to learn what to eat or how to get off their backsides. Obviously, we must be the ones who provide Middle East solutions and not those corrupt desert regional regimes. It'll always be easier to campaign with anonymous innuendos and half-truths than to honestly debate. I must accept that abortion, gay rights, and women's needs really are society's truly important issues. All of my recycling, high-bid driving, and locavoring won't ever amount to a single coal-fired power plant. We will remain an entitled, exceptionist people whose leaders can demand that God bless America. I can never even help start to rebuild broken electric, gas, water, roads, bridges, dams, and the internet. It must be proper to microscopically examine social programs, but to blank check all arms spending. There's no way to rid ourselves of this destructive plague of lifelong puppet professional politicians. Yes, I fear each and every regulation directly limits our sacred personal freedom and leads to a vast socialist decay.